Alrighty then, greetings everybody and welcome back to another Honkai Star Rail video. Now for today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about my 2-year-old account, and so obviously the game hasn't been out for 2 years officially, but I just feel like the wording, the phrase 2 years might bring in more views, who knows, whatever. But I am done with content, as in like I have nothing to do in the game right now besides just to do Divergent Universe, but that's a video for another day, right? But yeah, I just wanted to showcase my account, do an account review of my own account, Goofy, and just go over my top 3 best teams and how I kind of just play the game. Maybe I don't know exactly what I'm going to be talking about, and I don't want to put a target that I don't want to talk about. I want everything to just come out naturally, of natural flow, because if I don't, I stutter. The more I stutter, the more what would be the wording for that? The more the video production just goes down, I guess, or the quality of the video just goes down the drain, right? So yeah, let's just get into it, right? So obviously, first thing, I'm going to be showing my top 3 main teams I use for basically everything, and how I kind of substitute some people for other teams, right? So this is my top 1% Acheron. She's pretty cool, right? E2, as you guys saw. If I didn't show it, well, here it is, E2, right? And I really do love Acheron, as you guys can probably tell via my profile picture if you are new around here, or if you're not, then you already know. I'm obsessed with Acheron and Zila. Zila was actually the reason why I got the game. I got her in like I got Zila in like her last week of the banner. I think the last week or the last 2 weeks of her banner. So yeah, as you can see right here, I got her. Ta-da, 2023, right? But whatever, right? Acheron though, I fell in love with her the moment we got that like teaser trailer for her, and I just knew I needed her, right? And then obviously my JQ best in slot Nihility for Acheron. I do want to get his LC when he comes back. I do want to really invest in my Acheron, and if you're unaware, I am aiming for E6, right? In the future though, that's also a maybe, because I will quit this game if that global passive is still there. Maybe maybe I'm strong enough, maybe I'm not, but right here, as we can see, my JQ is pretty fast, right? 151 speed with the Eagle set, and Von Whack, pretty poggers. He's always just first frame 1 applying the debuffs, and here's where the building, where the support of the team can switch, right? Because look, I've been actually kind of leaning towards the idea of this, and I just don't know when I'm going to go ahead and do it, but I'm thinking of switching my Acheron to speed boots, getting her to at least 130 speed minimum. Reasoning is because I pair her up with my Bronya at times, and my Bronya is E2, meaning I get 30 extra speed. 130 speed automatically translates to 160 speed, just like that, for 1 turn, mind you. But if my Bronya is fast enough, if I give her a DDD, as you can see, or just give her a high speed, she doesn't have high speed right now, but she does have the ego set, so it does kind of confiscate, and she is, her talent level is maxed out, meaning that I literally have a free DDD built specifically for Bronya. It's a more technical team that would allow Acheron to get more stacks. More stacks equals more ults equals more damage throughout the time of the fight, right? But it's still something that's impractical. I still gotta like lab with it more, if you may, right? So that is one substitute, but obviously I use my Robin with Acheron more than anything else, right? This is my Robin build, pretty average, if I say so myself, and this is my whole build. I just realized I made a mistake. I don't really use Ho with Acheron. This is just my farming team that I use to farm, right? So Fu Shuang isn't the best farming character, but I typically use my Fu Shuang with Acheron because extra crit rate, which is always appreciated. My Fu Shuang is pretty averagely built. I don't even have AK HP like Lamau, right? 140 speed. I don't know if that's too good or too bad, but I am thinking about just revamping my Fu Shuang and maybe giving her like ER rope, just fixing up everything, because she's pretty like mid, right? But obviously I also switch out Robin for my Sunday, right? So let me show you guys my Sunday. Sunday is pretty good, right? Obviously, it's pretty good. It's fucking Sunday. And I think my Sunday build is pretty competent, if I say so myself. 164 speed with 130 crit damage. Mind you, my crit damage could be a lot higher, and I could definitely get 170 speed, right? So it's just I don't want to mint pick, right? Here I'm missing crit damage, and here I'm missing crit damage, and here I'm missing speed. Those are my only 3 poor relic, quote unquote poor, right? Like I'm saying poor, but it's like, okay, this is the only poor one. Like genuinely speaking, out of all of them, this right here is poor, 100%. This isn't really poor, like 11 speed, hello, that's really good, right? It's just missing crit damage, meaning that my Sunday, the buffs aren't as powerful as they can get, right? And then here missing crit damage too, but 9 speed, like my Sunday is stacked. Just look at that, 9, 9, 6, oh, speed, 11, and this is the only one. If I get speed on this, I could probably get 170 speed, because just getting the speed substat adds 2. So now out of what, need to roll just once more to get a 5 or a 4, and I'm set. Because 2 would make this a 6. So yeah, I just need to roll 1 speed stat one more time, and that's 170 speed with a pretty competent amount of crit damage, right? Sunday is pretty cracked. I wouldn't be surprised if this is the top 1%. I haven't checked though, but pretty cracked if I say so myself. So with that being said, here's my secondary team, and obviously it's my ugly team, right? Ugly is poggers, just poggers. I think my ugly support, oh, I'm so cringe for saying that so many times, but I'm pretty sure my ugly team and supports are pretty fucking cracked if I say so myself, right? I was gonna use ugly with Remembered Trailblazer, wherever he is. Oh yeah, right here. I also forgot to mention I do use Remembered Trailblazer with Acheron instead of like Robin, Bronya, or what's his name again? Sunday, because it's just a really, bro, Trailblazer and true damage is broken. And that's kind of why I do want to pull for Tribby, but then I had to get her E1. Like Tribby is a really good character that I do want to use with E2 at Acheron, because she does make E2 not a scam. But yeah, I mean Trailblazer is pretty cool, but he doesn't work well in my opinion with Ugly. And Ugly is a character that I honestly don't really advise anybody to summon for in the future when she comes back, because she's a very high cost character just to run casually, you know. It's horrible, right? But my ugly builds is pretty good. I could probably get more crit damage and more crit rate and more speed. I am lacking speed, I think, in this one. And my, yeah, these two are the only ones that are lacking speed, right? Yeah, okay, it's just these two. If I had more speed here, I would probably have a lot more speed, but I mean she still clears content relatively fast, right? I am still farming for Casterized, so hopefully one of these days I could get, you know, a double crit rate, I mean crit substat with speed. That would be very much so appreciated, right? But not much to say. Like there is these two are scary though, because if I miss, right? But I mean I'm not gonna go over my builds for these guys because I just went over them again. I don't change my builds. I want to point that out right now. I do not change my support builds. Rarely would be like if I'm swapping my Sunday build for Bronya to get her into a high speed. But besides that, this is usually what I run in literally every single video, right? It's just these builds for almost all my characters. If I ever alter the builds, I'm pretty sure I say it in those videos, right? So my ugly, pretty good, could be better. I don't think she's top 1% just by judging, because she could be a lot better. She could definitely get 3k attack. Wait, can she? I don't know now. Maybe not. But she could definitely get like 160 speed with an average crit ratio, right? A pretty good crit ratio. This crit ratio, I'm not the biggest fan of, right? But then obviously there's the last team, and that is FU. Wait, or to be more specific, Facial, right? My Facial is top 1% as well, and she's really stacked, right? She's top percent for her category. And if you don't know what that means, that's because Facial, she has different categories of how you could use her. You could use a slow Facial, you could use a average Facial, which is like average speed, like 130 speed, and then there's a fast Facial. My Facial, actually, she had 145, 146 speed, but I swapped out a relic to give her more crit rate, right? Crit rate, right? Goofy, right? But yeah, she's still top 1% surprisingly with 144 speed and a pretty average crit ratio. She is like iffy because she does miss crits for someone that has 90 crit rate. And if you don't know what I mean by 90, I use her with Fu Shuang. Always use her with Fu Shuang. And sometimes I even swap her out. I mean, swap Robin. No, not Robin. March for, where is he? For my Trailblazer or for Sunday. Where's Sunday? For Sunday. And I mean, it's pretty cool, right? True damage is broken. As you can see on screen, that's how much damage I did in MOC. Floor 11, mind you. But it was adventuring. I didn't like have weakness on. So pretty competent amount of damage for true damage, right? So yeah, I mean, there's rare times that I do use it with Abrania because she is E2, giving her a whopping, like what, 170, I believe, speed, which I mean, it's cool, but I don't think it's worth it, all things considered. I will admit though, I should probably work on my March build. It's just like the sad part about March that really like was a turn off, as in like, damn, I don't want to use her anymore, was this right here. Oh, you could only use this if, like, what, only in Preservation March? That's so corny. And like the outfit's pretty cute too, right? But I mean, whatever, right? But I mean, on top of that, which with HP inflation, that 100k that March used to do felt so beefy, felt so chunky. Now it just feels very underwhelming. If you're new around here or are unaware, I used to use March as a DPS in the early days when she first came out. Multiple videos on the channel, you just go check them out, right? Now she's just there. Right, she is still really good, and even at times she's better than a E0S1 Topaz, right? But I mean, it's so underwhelming too. I will admit though, I do gotta work on my March build to give her a lot more speed. This speed would be like, nah, this speed is unacceptable in any content. This speed is so low. I do need to work. I did have her on higher speed. I'm pretty sure I used her with, where is it? There's something here that had more, that had speed substat. I just don't know which one. Whatever. I had it with higher speed. I think I had it with a ego set at some point, right? I'm pretty sure I have a DPS ego set. Yeah, here it is. I used to have her with this set. But I mean, that's not the case anymore, right? But she's still pretty good. She's still pretty good. Again, I'm not gonna go over my supports because I already showed you guys how they are. Wait, yeah, I'm buffering. I already mentioned that I do use at times Sunday or Remember Trailblazer, and that's basically all my meta teams. Now let's go to the teams that I would, or characters to be more exact, that I would use at times. Alright, so right here are the characters that I typically use time to time, right? My Shui Yi is my pride and joy. I really do hope she gets a pretty competent buff. She's pretty averagely built, if I say so myself. I mean, I don't think average is the right word. She's just alright. That my only mistake is that I do gotta fix my relics. It should be a 4-piece shooting meteor, not a 2-piece, right? But like at the same time, it's like I don't want to invest in a character that's just fucking ass, which is so sad saying. Like, Shui isn't the best anymore because, one, I don't have Fugue, and two, I don't have Tribute. Well, Tribute doesn't contribute that much, but Fugue does. Fugue is like a make or break for the break teams, and that's why I don't use my Firefly as much as I used to. My Firefly, I think Firefly is pretty averagely built, 156 speed, which is pretty good in my opinion, with 272.7 break effect. I do have her LC, and these are her, you know, traces, her relics, pretty excuse me, average if I say so myself, right? I don't think it's anything too special. My Moes, I haven't used him since he like came out, I'm gonna be real with you, but I just wanted to show him. I don't have him built. I don't even know why he's here actually. Whatever. Well, I mean, not the Herda, but Herda I do use for obviously pure fiction at times. She is well, a monster. I don't have her relics, as you can see. I just have her own personal Sigonia set, which is pretty poggers. Like, look at the crit rate right here. That is insane, bro. 17 crit rate. My Herda is chilling, big chilling, right? I do use her with the ice set, right? So I mean, it's average, right? It's all right, not really like the best, right? I do want to point out I do use Zila from time to time, very like not rarely, but like I actually I guess now I could say rarely with how again HP inflation is. I can't even use her in MOC 11 at times, and sometimes even 10. Like with this 10 of like this MOC 10 was pretty cringe if I say so myself, right? But right now she is just a cult racket for caster ice. These are my current caster ice relics. Not the best, but I'm working on it. I was also farming this quantum domain because it's a video that I'm cooking, but I don't think it's gonna be a good video for when caster ice comes out, right? Hopefully caster ice doesn't come out breaking the game with a global passive or anything, because that would be horrible, right? But that's basically it as regards of the characters that I use. I don't really use anybody else on my account. Like sometimes I use my Ruan Mei, so I guess I should show her too. Pretty average if I say so myself. Not the best. Jinglu I used for content. That's it. But I mean, she is is just dead to me, unfortunately. I literally don't use like anybody else. Whenever I pull for a team or for just a character or for a character's team, I pull to use for a while. I don't like pulling a lot of characters. I have the personal funds to sponsor myself, lol, and do it myself and just buy and get every single character in the game, E0S1. But it's like, one, it's a waste of money, and then two, I fall in love with the characters' designs and how they kind of act in story, right? Like I really do like Acheron, as you guys can tell. That's why I will be summoning for JQ's LC and eventually whenever he comes back, and that's why I'm also E6ing her in the future as a long-term goal. I don't know what to like. The thing is that Acheron works well with like Robin, with even Tribby, or just like a lot of characters she works well with. She really does, right? And there's not really much to say about that. Fei Xiao, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna pull for her LC if she gets her rerun anytime soon, because she is slowly falling down. Like, what do you suspect? It's not even Fei Xiao's fault. I want to point out this: Fei Xiao isn't a bad character. She still does pretty competent damage, but the upcoming bosses for MOC and the current bosses for MOC heavily caters towards AoE characters, such as the Herda, Ugly, and obviously, Acheron she's in that category because she's an AoE character, right? Which is like, that's like the biggest issue that I have with HSR that I just don't like, because it's kind of like, I get it, it's a cycle, but it's just kind of annoying because Fei Xiao is really good, right? But her value is going down, not because she sucks, but because of the MOC's format is changing, and she's a single target character. Yeah, she does FUA damage, but I mean, her FUA isn't hitting more than like 100k if you have her like hyper build. Like my Fei Xiao FUA used to hit for like 70k. I don't know if it still hits for 70k, right? I didn't use her for this week's MOC, right? I mean, this patches MOC. I haven't even used it for AP, which I probably should, right? It's just that I'm just using and enjoying the new toys before Cash Price comes out, and they just get completely shafted, right? But Fei Xiao is still really good. I should also mention that I kind of use Bipella sometimes. She doesn't really have her like 2-go relic set at all, but I mean, there's that. Ting Yang, I don't really use Ting Yang, but I mean, there's not much to really say, right? This is just my 4-year-old account. Those are my teams. Whenever I summon with how much value would that character bring to my account, and if I just like them. For instance, Tribby, I don't really like Tribby too much. I haven't done the new story, apparently, that changed a lot of people's minds on Tribby as a character, right? But I heard it's 8 hours long. Like, fuck that, right? But apparently she's super cool from what people have been telling me, but I just wanted to pull her specifically for my Acheron, right? Because as I said before, and if I haven't said it, I'm gonna say it now, Tribby makes E2 Acheron not a scam, which is the best. Because E2 Acheron is good and all, but it's low-key a scam when you really think about it, right? And I mean, that's basically all there is to the game. I guess I should also show my achievements, because apparently that matters a lot. I don't really play the game for achievements. As you can see, I only have 21 golden achievements, 125 silver, and 445 bronze. I want to point out, I've never once in my entire life, what the fuck, browse the guest book for, I don't know, I don't even know what that is. I've never once in my entire life gone out of my way to do something, like to do an achievement, like defeat Stallion Shadow. Yeah, like it's 800 times. What the fuck, right? It's just not something that I do. I know the achievements are pretty cool, but I'm not gonna mint pick for fucking 10 J's. Like, come on, bro. Like 10 J's. Like sometimes it's 5. Like there's 25. Like nah, it's not worth it in my in my opinion. I don't know what else people show, right? I mean, I guess I could show my data. I've never really. Oh no, my inventory. Yeah, I mean, here's my inventory. I'm not really grinding for anything right now. Just kind of waiting and just farming for cash rice relics. These are all my LCs. I need to organize them. At some point in time, I used to do this like crazy, right? Just S5 a lot of them. As you can see, whenever I organize them, I just S5 them, have them very nice and neat. But I haven't done that in like the last 6 months. Here are my relics. I actually don't have a lot, all things considered, but you can definitely tell that I've been farming. You can definitely tell. These are all of my more like used relics. A lot of them are kind of benched at the moment, but the ones that have the little like this is because I have I think they have some form of value, so I keep them, right? Not much to say besides that. Other material. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even know what this is. The game doesn't even know what it is. Bro said other materials. Okay. Consumables. I actually don't really care too much about this. I don't go out of my way. The only ones I do care about would be this, just for, you know, Acheron. But besides that, I literally like, I could care less, right? They're cool, I guess, but I've never used one besides that one for Acheron. This I don't even. Cool. I don't know what excuse me, what any of this is. Yeah, I don't know what any of these CDs are. Yeah, there's this stuff that's pretty cool, right? Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. I know what that is. I know what that is. I know, yeah, like obviously the more important stuff are here. Oh, a pet. That's cute. Cute. But I mean, yeah, that's basically my account. I guess I'll show my data book too. All my characters, everybody that I don't have. I don't regret not pulling for anybody, all things considered. Like I really don't, like, at all, because whenever I pull for meaning. LCs, I don't have a lot of LCs, as you guys can tell. I'm missing quite a lot, actually. I think I'm missing I'm missing like the battle pass 4 stars, and I thought I had this one. Is it this a battle pass one? I'm pretty sure I thought I bought that one, but yeah, I mean, as of 4 stars, I'm only missing the battle pass ones. I think no, I don't think this is a battle pass one. No, that's not. What I will say though is my favorite 4-star LC is that, like, this is so gorgeous. This is like my favorite one. Who's she even dancing with? I have no idea actually. But it's pretty. It's like castor rice confirmed. Right. I mean, yeah, that's about it. Obviously, my favorite 2 characters are Zila and Acheron, and yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. If you like this type of content, please do consider liking, subscribing, and joining the Celery Army. I'm so sorry if this video is something, you know, not what you would suspect. I just wanted to make this video, and I probably will make this video once the 2-year mark hits, and just update you guys on what I'm working on. Right now, I'm just working on my castor rice. Nothing much, literally just castor rice, and that's actually it, all things considered. But yeah, if you are new around here, please consider liking, subscribing, and joining the Celery Army. And as usual, see ya. Thank you so much for the views.